before U.S. Special Forces carried out the raid to capture Nicolas Maduro. The Venezuelan president was all smiles at the palace with China's top envoy to Latin America. It appeared to be business as usual, Maduro praising Beijing's leadership and President Xi Jinping as a brother. What would soon follow was a shock to the world and be seen as a slap in the face for Beijing.
It is somewhat embarrassing for China when our special envoy is still visiting the country, certainly.
What happened threatens to upend a strategic partnership China cultivated for 2 decades. That's made Beijing a key political backer to Venezuela, as well as a financial lifeline. Since 2000, China has handed out $106 billion in loans to Venezuela for infrastructure. That's according to Aid Data, a group that tracks Beijing's overseas lending. Those loans were being repaid in oil, with about 80% of Venezuela's crude exports going to China as U.S. sanctions closed off other markets. It's only a small fraction, less than 10% of China's oil imports, but Venezuela still owes about $10 billion. But beyond loans and oil, it's China's influence in Latin America that's at stake. Xi Jinping has done 5 trips to the region in the past decade, as he's looked to nurture a statesman role across the global south. The U.S. saying it will run Venezuela and control its oil will undercut China's sway.
This is the Western Hemisphere. This is where we live, and we're not going to allow the Western Hemisphere to be a base of operation for adversaries, competitors, and rivals of the United States.
At the same time, the U.S. has handed China a new opportunity to assert its own sphere of influence in East Asia. Chinese social media was on fire this week with the idea that the U.S. attack plan could be a blueprint for China to take Taiwan, which Beijing considers part of its territory. When asked about it, President Trump told the New York Times the Venezuela raid was in response to a, quote, real threat, that it does not set a precedent for other countries. And speaking of Xi Jinping, saying it's up to him regarding what China does in Taiwan. Officially, China has condemned the U.S. action in Venezuela, calling it a serious violation of international law, and has repeatedly demanded Maduro's release. Whether Beijing is willing or able to offer more than rhetorical support for Maduro isn't clear, exposing to China's partners, in its own way, the limits of Chinese backing.
That has been the formula of the Chinese diplomacy for decades. So we're not allies. We can be good diplomatic partners, economic partners, but when it comes to security, there's not much China can do. That's the reality.
China is looking to protect its assets in oil field systems, telecom, and mining, as well as 2 satellite ground stations there. The future of Beijing's influence will depend on who ultimately controls Venezuela. The interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, embracing the envoys of Russia, Iran, and China at her inauguration earlier this week. Since then, she's made concessions to the United States, with President Trump signaling to China, stay out of America's backyard. Janice Mackey-Freyer, NBC News, Beijing.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.